Alright, good morning, YouTube. We're back again today with BJ for a sort of deck doctor video slash multi-deck profile video. So, real quick, first, this is the updated build of my Ragnalordmon Black. So, if you guys would like to take a screenshot of the list so that you can use it for yourself. There's 4 Cockinmon over here, and 3 vanillas. Got a little jumbled because the cat jumped up on the table. But, yeah, this is the updated build of my black list. There's not really too much that's different. The champion line is a little different. The rookie line is just a little different. The mega line is just a little different. And the tamer line, I swapped it to 1-in-1 tie. So that's it. That's the only. Those are the changes. So, on to the main event. We have BJ's red list. So this is going to be Blitzgreymon focused. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, kind of CresBlitz Blitzgreymon focused.
Okay.
There's an option to go either or.
I see. So, what are we hoping to accomplish with this Deck Doctor video? Like, what are you hoping, like, what matchups are you hoping to improve? Like, is there consistency issues? You just want to show it off? What do we got?
Just kind of wanted to show it off as well, as just basically looking for improvement and probably more consistency.
Okay.
Because I feel like the Crest and the Blitz sometimes do get cluttered up.
Okay.
So I'm more leaning on one or the other. Omnimon is definitely, well, that's not. I could go 3 if I wanted to, but I only have the 2 at them. And obviously no, so this one's getting proxy.
Okay.
But I like the aggression of this deck. It does play very linear.
Sure.
But I feel like giving the options of CresBlitz and being able to free drop a Metal Greymon, Skull or a Labragetamon to evolve into another Blitz or Volcanic or another Crest can make it easier to plays because that's 1, 2, 3. 3 turns to get up to that if you need to, depending on how much your memory.
Okay. So, if you could, the corner of the mat where the Cordramon is, if just you want to slide the map, the entire map that way. Like if you just lift if you lift the corner where the Cordramon is, and just slide it that way a bit, we should be able to get the entire thing in the profile for the so that they can screenshot it if they want to. Because I love this list. Like, alright, so the one card we can't see is the Agumon off to the side. But it's a, he's got 4 of the starter Agumon, 3 of the promo.
3 of the promo Agumon.
3 BO.
3 BO.
2 BO.
2 BOs of the promo. And these I really do. Especially when playing stuff with piercing, like Blitzgreymon. You're attacking over with stuff like Metal. Like I've even had a couple of these Metal Greymon. Free cards are good. So
yeah, red doesn't have a lot of draw. So anywhere you can fit draw into the deck is nice. Now, are you playing 1 Alter S or 2?
I'm playing 1 Alter.
Okay. And 2 Volcanic?
Yep.
Okay.
That's correct.
Okay. So, yeah, I really like this list. It looks like it can play like Red Omni, or it can play into a build that focuses on the CresGuru and the Blitzgreymon aspect. I understand some of the consistency issues, though, because your megas are, you got 5 red megas, 3 black megas, and then 2 Omni. So one of the things that I'm going to notice immediately is a lot of people are cutting Gaia Force down to lower numbers in red to make room for more cards.
A lot of people say they cut it completely, and but I would cut it like 1 or 2.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I like having the Cress and I like having the Blitz in the same list. I think honestly, I would like Omnimon and Gaia Force sort of serve the same purpose, and a lot of people are cutting Gaia Force to make room for more level 7s or more room to get up into level 7s. Instead of cutting instead of cutting Omnimon, or instead of cutting Gaia Force down to less than 3, I would maybe cut 1 Gaia Force and 1 Omnimon. Just like the base set Omnimon, for like the red tie. So that you have a memory setter tamer, so that way you can consistently make 2 plays a turn. That would be
funny. I just had one to the side.
Okay. That would be a change I would consider making. Because like Alter S you can evolve into on top of all of your level 6s. So I think keeping one of those is a good decision, and it helps more against the like green matchup, like stuff like that.
Right.
It's just, you can't evolve Omni on top of Cress. So I would either cut 1 Cress or 1 Omni. And I'm going to let you make that decision because you know the direction that you want to take this deck. But I really like Cress and Blitz in the same deck. Like, I don't think Red needs level 7s to succeed. Their level 6s are very strong. And Cress will let you build wide. Blitz lets you, like, especially if you get that tie on board, like, and under, like, maybe a Greymon under it, like, you're suddenly at security attack +2 with piercing. And you can de-digivolve something whenever you go into it. If you have a memory setter and you evolve into Blitz, then you leave them at 1 if they don't have their own setter. And, like, it's easy to evolve into 2 and then evolve into Blitz on top of a different stack to leave them at an even 3, even if they do have a memory setter. So and like Cress fits that same line. So I really love what you're doing here. Like, I want to highlight that this is different from typical red builds, and like this plays to a slightly different win condition, and that is absolutely okay. You do not need to play 4 Omnimon or like 5 Omnimon or like a billion level 7s in order to succeed. You don't need to have like a $1,700 deck. You can invest in a, $20 playset of Blitzgreymon, or, like a $30 playset of CresGarurumon, and build something like this and have a blast with it. So, another point I want to highlight is he has the promo Agumon in here. Promo Agumon says if the Digimon has Greymon in its name, it gets plus 2,000. So you can make Blitz 14k, and then with any other boost, you can pierce over an Omni. Like, you can evolve into Blitz, de-digivolve their blocker, and then pierce over the Omni, and then they don't have a blocker to defend their Omnimon with anymore. So that's a play that I really like making in my own Blitzgreymon deck, and it's hilarious. So, are you playing?
One thing I could also do is just take out a Omni and replace it with another Blitz, because I am also playing Baby Demon.
Oh,
so that would help
yeah.
gain more of my piercings.
Hell yeah, that's scary. You could.
I actually like that.
Yeah, you don't.
Oh.
This deck does not need level 7s at all. Like, to tell you the truth. Like, I think having one Alter S and one Omni feels good. Like, you have spot removal if you need it. You have 3 Gaia Force. One thing I would consider would maybe making room for a second copy of that tie. But let's we've talked about the deck for a bit. Let's talk about ratios. Is there any spot that you're feeling you need more or less of the levels that you have?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Then it just comes to, I feel what maybe I could stretch for a level 4. Maybe do something like that. But I don't know. I do like 3 blockers. I feel like 3 blockers shows up enough for me personally. But I also like having the Skull Greymon.
If you draw Skull Greymon against Ragna, you blow them out of the water. So that's
but I also do like replacing this, if need be, with that as well.
I mean, you got 12 level 4s. Like, that's the standard number. The Greymon is super cool because it just destroys Rookie Rush. And that's a lot of the meta right now. So if you're looking for a really good meta call, playing any number of that is a good decision. But you got 12 level 4s, you have 3, 6, 8, 9 level 5s. So that feels really good. How many level 3s are you playing, if you don't mind my asking?
14.
14, okay. So yeah, no, the ratios seem really good in this deck. And I know some people are saying that the Secret Air Metal Greymon is really good against Rookie Rush. How do you feel about that?
I love it against Rookie.
Okay. How does it feel against everything else?
If I see it, it's there.
That's fair.
Plus, if they're playing something like Dino Rookie Rush Dino B, then this card just swings over everything.
Yeah. And if you get the promo Agumon under it, then it hits 11,000.
Yep.
So it's swinging like it's level 6. So it can just blow through security stacks out of nowhere.
Exactly.
And it's got a really, really nuts inheritable. Like, if you play that card, if you hit that card off of CresBlitz and then just evolve that into a Blitz next turn, that Blitz alone is 15,000 swinging. So even if they... Go ahead. I was just gonna say, even if they block with like Ragna, they die. But
I also do like the memory game here too. I've even thought about replacing some of them with Metal Tyrannomon.
Okay, I can see that.
But the question is, I could also go with the Metal Tyrannomon and the Larvagrium, but
I think since a lot of your level 6s cost 4 to evolve into, having a couple 2 costs to evolve it, or 2 costs in your level 5 to help mitigate that is good. I could consider cutting one of the Memory Borrower Metal Greymons for maybe like a Groundramon or another Lava Margaritamon. But honestly, Memory Borrowers in this kind of deck seems kind of nuts. Because you can just, like, evolve, or you can swing with that Metal Greymon. It's a 9,000 because of the Promo Agumon if you get that. or, you know, even an 8,000 with the regular Agumon, and you can just, or you can, you know, just swing over something and with the Bio draw a card, gain the memory, and play around with it from there. Like, that's a whole nother evolution if you get an attack off with it. So, I do like the memory borrowers here. I think that's a good call. Yeah, I just don't know about 3. I might consider cutting 1 for like another 2 cost, but like that's, if you're not having trouble with it, then I'm not, or I wouldn't see it. And how are you liking the Bio, or the memory gaining Biomon versus like the 2 cost vanilla Biomon?
I'm loving this one better.
Okay. Do you think 3 is correct?
Yes.
Okay.
2 or 3. I wouldn't play 4.
That's fair. I don't think it comes up a lot. So, we've really only made a couple edits to this deck, but this deck seems really good as it is. And honestly, doesn't look like it needs a lot. Like, yeah, you could consider bumping the blocker count up. You could consider swapping maybe one Biomon with either another Biomon with an inheritable or another 2 cost vanilla. You could cut a Volcanic for a tie. You could cut a Crest for a tie. You could, like, there's a lot of like small things that you could do, but I don't know how many of them, if any of them, are necessary. Like, I think you could take this deck to a tournament, enter with it, and easily place top 16. And for all you viewers at home, if you want a red deck that's super different, I highly recommend this, because this looks like a lot of fun. So, you got any closing thoughts about the deck, BJ? Like any thoughts about your matchups? Any thoughts about other cards you're considering, or things to note when playing it?
No, not a whole lot other than enjoy the profile. Have fun with it. Let me know what you like, what you don't like, what you change, what you wouldn't change. Just find me through the channel.
All right. So, yeah, that's gonna be it for this iteration of the Deck Doctor video. I'm going to profile my own version of Blitz Greymon here on the channel very shortly. So we're going to have 2 different videos for that going up, so that you can kind of compare the 2 lists. And it's it's nice to be able to take the same deck in 2 different directions, because my deck basically functions the exact same thing, or functions the exact same way his does. I'm just not playing Cress. I'm playing like I'm playing more of the promo Agumons, and I'm leaning more into the Greymon strategy. But it does the same thing. It's red aggro, not a lot of Omnis. So if you're a budget player, highly recommend this. You could easily replace that Omnimon for a 4th Gaia Force.
Or a Cress.
Or a Cress.
Even replace Alteress with a Volcanic.
Yeah, because they function the same way. They're both just Rookie Rush 8.
Yep.
So, but yeah, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and send in your own lists for the Deck Doctor series. Links down below, and we'll see you guys next time.